Are we here? Are we ready? Let's go. Let's steady. What's up, everybody? I don't know if you can hear me quite yet. It looks like I'm there. There we go. Check it, check it, check it. What's up, everybody? I don't know if you can hear me quite yet. Boom. There we go. All right, check, check, check. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Check, check, check. All right, looks like I'm back. There we go. All right. Yeah, I am opening X Space Metaverse Radio. As you all know, we're getting set up here. Thank you for tuning in. This is the winning Wednesday spot here, where we win on Wednesdays. You know what I mean? So it's going to be a good time. Thanks for joining in. Let's go like this. Let's go start now on that right there. Boom, skippity, skip, skip. And bada bing, bada boom. Bow. There we go. So what's up, everybody? How are we doing out there today in this amazing world? See if I can get this thing set back up the way I want it to be. Let's go. Boom, boom. The winning Wednesday. What has been going on these past weeks or so? It's been pretty crazy. It says I'm muted on X. That's kind of funny. Oh, haha. It says I was muted on X. Ha ha. It's because I too many microphones, too many buttons. What's up, everybody? Is a good morning. It is the winning Wednesday spot right here on the Wonderland Adventures. There's a lot going on. So much going on. We got NFT Paris, we got ETH Denver, and South by Southwest all just around the corner. Right. This month alone is NFT Paris. Then there's ETH Denver right here off a little bit. Before we get too much farther in this, right? And as we open up our shows, as you know, we do little disclaimers, and we do have our disclaimers here, and we do want to get to those, right? Because we want to keep everybody safe. And how do we keep everybody safe? Well, we let them know that we are not responsible for your mistakes. That's how we keep you safe, okay? We let you know to do your own research, right? Don't take anything we say as medical or financial advice, right? And and so do your own. I'm give you the whole little spiel here, right? Because I got it written down in my little handy dandy notes here, and that says that the content aired does not necessarily reflect the views of Metaverse Radio and is for entertainment. Host and guest speak in the subjects they discuss. So please critically assess the information presented and careful. Some content may not be suitable for all ages or audiences. Metaverse Radio respects intellectual property and broadcast content owned by use under license or within fair use guidelines. Keep yourself safe, right? And that I'm not responsible. Metaverse Radio is not responsible. None of the speakers or anyone else that you might possibly hear on this show are responsible for your decisions that you make in your life. So be responsible with the decisions that you make in your life. Moving on, because we do have some fun things of AI, right? That is we're gonna look at a couple spots here. Here we go. Let me share this screen right here. Go over here, present. If y'all hear my mouse and things fluttering around over here this morning, well, you can just enjoy those sounds, enjoy those clickety clackety sounds. But we're going to be moving right along here into some things as soon as I get this share screen popped up here. Let us go right. Is it this one? This is the one. I want to start here. We're going to start right here with our friend Rex Gatling. Okay. If you can see my screen here, we're going to watch that again. Interesting. Just going to mute. I don't see it on the screen sharing yet. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. All right, so there it is. There's popped up right there. As you can see now, there it is. So that's Rex Gatling, him and his twin brother, right? They've been making some AR, XR apps for Magic Leap, for Ray Neo, for Spectacles, for X-Real, and some others. And as you can see, they're playing inside the Magic Leap and Spectacles here. Reach out to them if you're interested in having your own apps developed. If you're interested in getting into the space, they do some really cool things over there with that stuff. So I'm going to move over here, though. Let's look up, where are they at? We're going to go to the UBC. I want to show you what the Universal Basic Compute Project team is doing. Oh, look at this. So this right here, real quick, just a little side note. This is that Infomon. If you haven't already checked it out, it's kind of fun. It's a little game that you get to play. It's got some fun activities in there. Definitely check that out. I don't know a whole lot about it. I mean, I put it on here. It is kind of humorous because some of the things you can have it respond to different posts and things like that. It's just a fun little helper thing. But that is not what we're looking at today. That's a whole nother AI thing. That's that whole deal right there. I don't know if you can see it. It gets kind of fun. It's interesting, but we're gonna close that right there, and we're gonna look at this post right here from the Universal Basic Compute, UBC for short. As soon as this loads up, they have some really fun announcements, really cool announcements. As soon as this gets done spinning here, but the Universal Basic Compute is an AI project where they're collaborating with AIs. Okay, so it swarms, it's multiple agents to complete tasks and do things, different things like that. Man, this is not going to be my fast friend today, is it? I've got too many things open. And to be very real, right now I have, just so everybody knows, I've got the Uomi network, the Uomi.ai tab open. I've got the over the reality.ai tab open. I've got spatial search open, and then I've got two things of X and stuff. Now, over the reality and Uomi, they do take up a lot of your computer power. Their websites are huge, very, very, very huge. There's so much on there that, and so many videos that, to be very honest here. In fact, I'm going to close some of these tabs out, and then I'll just have to open them back up. But there's just a lot going on. So to have multiple tabs open, like it, beyond just the fact that I'm trying to stream over here as well. Let me go like this. Refresh. I don't know. It's just not one. It's just being slow today. So, but we're going to look at some of these AI things here today. We're going to start off with the Universal Basic Compute. We're going to go over and look at the Uomi as well. And I'll get to the reasons of why here in just a second. Now that this is loaded up. All right, so this just came out today, February 5th at 8:53 a.m. All right, so this is the latest news from UBC. We just permanently locked 5.59 million compute, equivalent to $5,654 as of now, and 25 Sol, which is about $5,000 right now, currently at the price stance. Why this matters: these tokens are forever locked, creating permanent liquidity. Trading fees also compound, growing the pool over time. Even in low volume periods, we earn yield on the Sol side. Full integration with Bird's Eye Sol and Dex Screener and other tools. Coming next, swarms will direct their burns here. Okay, so all the burns will start going into this spot here. Each burn grows the locked liquidity, helping make, look at it, see that little note right there that AI popped up, that Infomon? Look, it starts telling me about this as well. Isn't that cool? All right, so each burn grows the locked liquidity, helping compute liquid and stable. Swarms earn fees from their locked position. Returns for the swarms equals returns for you, creating a sustainable liquidity flywheel, right? The future of compute liquidity is here, and prepare for a UBC burn and lock pool soon. So far, there's about $10,000 locked up in that pool, equivalent to, right? So that's really cool. They just did that today, helping boost and support the community overall. So congratulations. I like where Nicholas and the whole team is going, and how they're really pushing and moving and building for the support of the of the ecosystem, the sustainable ecosystem here. So congratulations to you all. All right, that's the latest news from UBC. Now with that, we still have inside there are the swarms that you can go into. One of the swarms specifically, right, is AI Alley. And as that one progresses and gets developed, some of these swarms may be slower to activate than others, right? Because some of them may just be like a trading bot. Okay, so a trading bot out there through the AI swarms that can be activated, connected, right? But what AI Alley is really doing is helping connect all of these metaverse platforms and those ecosystems together. It's going beyond just a trading bot. These are active agents that are going to be building businesses, connecting to each other. And one of the nice things about what UBC already has inside their ecosystem is the swarms are actually already starting to work together. And let me see if I can't show you that as well. Man, I hope this doesn't take forever. But and I don't know, there it is right there. So the AI swarms are forming relationships, business relationships. These swarms are now running on our Kin OS 8 alpha. This means they can send messages to each other, form partnerships, write complex documentation like plans, and update their descriptions. An early example of collaboration, as you can see right here, is these things right here. So they have their marketplace here. You can go check that out if you want to see, like, you know, the collaboration actually within some of the streets. It's like watching sci-fi movie. I love this little guy. He's so funny. And you can reply to things and get them to do different things. But we're going to go back to the swarms here. Love and all is fun. Kind of like a center right there. It's like a, you know, as you can see, right? So AI Alley is already inside this ecosystem. It's just a matter of getting it connected so that all of these things can really start connecting to that metaverse side of things. And that's where the AI Alley, where everywhere the Altered Alley already is, well, now it's just going to get even better. But these are already operational. Dividends are already being split between some of these things, right? Between shareholders and stuff. Now is the time to start really getting into this. UBC has been, you know, since they really launched last November, they've really been pushing for the openness of and the decentralization of in this ecosystem. And so all of these shares and things, you'll actually have the opportunity to have voting shares and things like that, and to help the direction of where things go. So again, getting in now while it's low, definitely. I mean, not financial advice, whatever, right? I'm just telling you where we already are, right? Altered Alley is building here. They are developing here. They've already raised like $1 million plus in compute, and the interest is definitely there. I think there's like maybe 16,000 shares left out of 100,000 shares. So if you want some, now it's not a bad time to go ahead and take a look at that. All right. Now, one of the fun things about this whole UBC venture, right, and where all this stuff is going, and now we're going to take a look. We're moving over to the UOMI, introducing the UOMI ecosystem, the future of AI agents on blockchain, right? Now, this is a layer 1, where UBC is a layer 2. But let's dive in here, right? As we go down, because I'm going to skip part of this, okay? And we're going to go right here to 1, how UOMI enables AI agents to operate on chain, right? The UOMI nodes supply GPU power, ensuring agents can exist and function. Secure execution, the optimistic proof of computation, which is the OPOC, the optimistic proof of computation. Consensus protects AI agents from adversarial attacks while managing value on chain. Autonomous cross-chain transactions, threshold signature schemes, TSS, let AI agents sign transactions on any blockchains without intermediaries. And here's the fun part: universal basic compute. AI agents receive network-issued resources to cover essential computational costs. Okay, let me just say that again. So we started off with UBC over there, the people that launched last November. Okay, now at the very bottom of this, it says universal basic compute. AI agents receive network issued resources to cover essential computational costs. Now, it gets even more interesting as we scroll down here and we go into some of these things. Where is it at? Because it talks more about the universal basic compute. And here it goes. Number 3, token utility, right? There's the gas fees used for UOMI, network fees, and AI operation costs. All fees are burned, reducing the supply. Network rewards. 77% of the max supply is distributed over 30 years with halving every 3 years. All right. So that kind of helps, put the longevity play into it. Okay. So at every 3 years, it halves, kind of like Bitcoin. Okay. So it's going to have to have, so it makes it harder for the miners, for the people to earn the rewards, right? So it reduces over time. It keeps the values in the right spots, right? It's supposed to, and it should. So you got 30 years right there, right? It's gonna have what, 10 times. All right. UOMI tokens can be staked, securing the networks without running a node. 25% of issuance is allocated to stakers, right? UOMI tokens can be staked, securing the network without running a node. 25% of issuance is allocated to stakers, right? This says it's a thoughtful tokenomics design that balances network security, sustainability, and user incentives. The Omni ecosystem shows promise in addressing key challenges in AI-powered networks. While the concept is intriguing, real-world implementation will be crucial to watch. Exciting times ahead for the blockchain integration. That's what that little AI said. So they said it's cool. They want to see it. Let's see what happens in the real world. Now, this is again where it gets kind of cool, right? AI agent owners. Only 1,024 AI agents will receive universal basic compute, with 5% of issuance allocated to sustain them. Okay, so again, we started with the UBC, right? That's where the AI Alley is. AI Alley is over on the UBC, right? And here we have the UOMI token, right? Which is there's only going to be 1,024 AI agents receiving universal basic compute. All right, so being in early, right? Paying attention to who's building, where they're building, what they're building, and how they're connecting is going to be essential in the long play or in the long term of this whole ecosystem, right? Of all of these, you're going to have all of these AIs coming out. You're going to have lots of different companies. You're going to have all these different, but there's some of them that are already connected, right? And so looking for those marks, looking for those connections is going to be crucial in my opinion right here, right? But I think it's very interesting, very cool how these are already coming together, right? So universal basic compute, you can get in right now. You can go ahead and start buying, you can start trading, you can get into the swarms, you can start collecting the shares. I don't even know that I'm going to call it collecting. You start owning the shares, receiving your dividends on the active ones that you can still get into. Best chances, right, just like anything else, is getting into the ones that aren't active yet, that are still inside the incentivization stage, where they're still before they develop, because once they actually get active and they split dividends, then they're just worth more, right? And so getting them while they're cheaper, always better, right? It's kind of like finding a token right before it launches, and being able to cash out when it booms. Although these will have a utility that continually progresses. So honestly, holding the shares, in my opinion, is like holding stock shares that are giving dividends, right? It might be $13 a month or whatever it is, but that's $13 a month that you didn't have to do anything for except not spend your money, right? And so if you've already got those savings accounts, you've already got those things, this is one of those nice ways. And I think it's more than $13 a month. If I remember correctly, somebody made like $50, $60 last week inside the dividends. And I see those only going up as time goes on, right? So if the first week, right, paid out like, I think it was an $8,000 split, I definitely see that still going farther. Now, we're going to look at the Universal Basic Compute website for a moment right here, just to kind of give a glance at what this looks like, where you can go. It's literally just universalbasiccompute.ai, right? And you can get a more clear rundown of what it is they're doing, what they've already done, All right, there's Nicholas right there. Super proud of the guy. Never gave up, never quit, kept going, no matter how hard it was, no matter how much it cost, kept pushing. So that, I mean, just congratulations to you. Here you've got the different stake and pools that you can get into. There's 30-day pool, 90-day pool, 165-day pool, and a 365-day pool, right? You get 10x for going 365s. You locks up your stuff 365, you get a 10x on. So you like, I think it's 10 compute a day or one compute a day somewhere in there. Or that's the one compute right there. Boom, 10 compute. So it's pretty cool reward system there. How they've already got all of this set up. Very excited about doing more with them over there. All right. So now we've gone through the AI thing, right? These are the things coming up. These are the things that are getting pretty cool, and I'm excited about, right? Very excited about as all of this stuff progresses on. But let's move over to some of the opportunities, right? Some of the opportunities that we're going to have coming up with Denver, and those things. So, let me go here. Go third planet. Operated by Binks. Okay, they have coming up in ETH Denver, or at ETH Denver. They have the kickoff of the Beyond the Block tour. Their realities, IRL and virtual at VR Social in Denver. All right, so the Beyond the Block tour kickoff right there in February. What is going on here beyond just the audio and the music, which is great. Oops, let me share this screen here. I've just realized that I'm not even showing you the flyer. Share screen. Here we go. Boom, boom, share. All right, so as that pops up there, so we got the Beyond the Block tour popping up, coming your way. This February 27th. So kicking off during ETH Denver. Okay, it's one of the official side events out there. Super congratulations to you guys that are going to be out there. You got Clay, Sean, GodCloud, Adabody, Angel, Fondue, Creatress, a kid called Make. Right there, just boom, 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 boom. Okay, I think it'll run this way, just like that. I believe these two right here, Adabody and Creatress, will be doing a collaboration piece, much like they did over in Miami. Very excited about that while they play and perform and create and do those things. The Beyond the Block tour, you're going to have headsets, VR headsets, XR headsets sitting there. I believe there's going to be 20 different headsets. So not only are you going to get the movie or the action of the moving, just the whole party and everything like that, you're going to get inside of a it says I'm sharing a different page. It should be the Beyond the Block tour right here. I'm looking at the Beyond the Block tour. That's weird. So it says I'm sharing like on my. That's so weird. It's saying that I'm sharing UBC and not the flyer, but on my stream it says I'm sharing the flyer. That's so odd. So weird. All right, so we're gonna be. I'm supposed to be sharing the flyer. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to fix that because on my end it shows a flyer. But we've got the Beyond the Block tour coming up. There's gonna be check out the VR XR creations that they're gonna be making. They're also going to be what is it called? Let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. That's so weird. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not even on that page, so that page isn't even pulled up. So the Beyond the Block tour 2025, February 27th. Clayjon, GodCloud, Adabody, Angel, Fondue, Creatress, a kid called Make. That's what's going to be out there in Denver. You can tap in with that. Let's go. So y'all still can't see this. It's so weird. So you tap in with that. Be out there. There's tickets available. Go ahead and get yours if you're going to be in Denver. There's going to be lots of augmented reality. There's going to be lots of virtual reality. There's to be lots of AI. Lots of AI. It's going to be so much AI. It's going to be the best of AI. It's going to be the best AI because it's going to be our AI. We're kicking off the year with the AI, and it's just the AI that's just going to take over the world. But that's all happening February 27th, kicking off the Beyond the Block tour. That tour is going to move down to Austin with us. All right. There's lots of opportunities coming up in Austin. My friend's place, they've got there's a coffee shop. There's all kinds of things that's going on out there. Definitely tap in with us out there at South by Southwest. We're gonna have a blast. If you haven't already filled out the form, okay, please do. Please do. Because we're gonna have to close off some of these things, and the list is about to be done. If you're wanting to have things on display and you don't know where the form is, reach out to $1 Land directly. Okay, just put in your name, whatever contact you want us to have with you, okay, and what it is that you want on display. If you haven't filled out the form and you still want to be on display somewhere, please contact us, because at some point we're gonna have to say you're on your own. We've got there's many different opportunities, many different things coming up, okay, that you can be a part of. All right. So go out, reach out there, from mural scanning tours. Okay. We've got augmented reality, just displays, period, right? That's going on. We've got there's spots for speaking spots on panels. If you want to if you're in town, you want a spot to speak, by all means, reach out. We've got those as well. There's spots available for people to play and perform, whether that's music or visual arts, whatever that is. There's some venues that we're connected with in South by as well. So please tap in. We want to see everybody there. Okay. And there's lots of opportunities for you to be there. If you're a brand, you're a project, you want to be a part of something at South by, again, you can go out and do your own things. You can, but we have access to everything, right? And so if you would just connect with us just 1 year, right? We've been doing this. Will be our 4th year going down there doing something, right? Similar to this. This will be our biggest year yet. We now have the coffee shop over in the south side of town for the whole week. We got the venue right over by the convention center itself. I mean, it's looking at the convention center. And so there's lots of opportunities here for people to jump in on if they're wanting to. Okay. But I will be honest with you. I start seeing people come down there and doing my thing, I'm going to call you out so fast, just to be very real. But that's a whole nother subject. But you can tap in with it. We've got some really cool locations, and I'm not gonna go off on a whole like all the things. You know what you can do. Jump in with us. That it's just that simple. So South by Southwest is gonna be a vibe, right? It's kind of one of my favorite times of the year, because everybody from every country in the world comes over. And it's just a blast. Nobody's cool at South by. I don't care how big of a following you have. I don't care if you're Taylor Swift. You're not cool at South by, because you're just like everybody else. If you're an artist and you're coming into South by, just to be very clear, you're coming into South by, do not think you're so cool that you can't play on a street corner, right? And I'm pointing at you and I'm getting upset, because I hear so many artists, they're like, no, you need to pay me like $5,000 before I open my mouth. I need $5,000 before I'm going to talk. Then who's going to listen to you? You don't get $5,000 on your Spotify, right? Come out here and sell your product. Go out nobody knows who you are. I don't care how many, I don't care if you are Taylor Swift. Okay. Maybe Taylor Swift, maybe Taylor, but not the rest of you. Nobody's that cool. And if you're a Web3 artist and you're like, oh, I've just got like look, I'm the first Web3 artist on NFTs back into that. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a flying rip what you did in NFTs or metaverse or anything like that. Not to be a jerk. Nobody cares what I did either. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I've been doing the AR XR down there for 5 years. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know how I know nobody cares? Because everybody else is trying to do it now. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, music artists. Go out there to South by and do South by, right? Get in it. Don't be too cool. Don't be too cool. Be very real. The more real you are, the better it is. Okay? You'll have collaborations with some people that are cool, right? Don't be too cool. Don't be too cool. So but that's really all I got to say about that side of things. But we do have opportunities, right? Literally, like, I mean, you're looking at the convention center right stinking there. You're going to be looking at the convention center. Let me pull up here. We've got, so here's some concepts of what we've got going on. If I can pull this up, let me see. We're gonna have the AR activations all over the city. So there's a couple of parks. There's a couple of spots on 6th Street as well that we'll be going into. Whoa, that's old. Let's look where we at. I want to get into the chat. Oops, get out of here. Get out of there. Bum, 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 bum. So over here we have. All right. So we have. Boom. Where's the video? I know I have a video. Maybe I put it over here. Let's go down. Go down. All right. So, but we have available to us those spots right there on right, like looking at the convention center. So that's kind of fun. Moving on to Paris. Let's look at Paris real quick because I want to talk about Metagate and what they've been doing. They will be, so if you are at NFT Paris, right? If you're going to be out there, let me go share this screen. Share screen. I forgot I was the only thing on the screen. What's up? Let's go. Metagate. Here we go. Share. We got Metagate right here. All right. So let's see who pulls it up. Bum, bum, bum. The non-bullshit innovation Artverse, right? So Artverse, if you don't know Artverse was open. Exciting part. Let's get to the chase. While Metagate and Over the Reality sound promising, we need more substance. What exactly are these? Oh, okay. So I come back. I didn't get to read you. It said they need more substance. That's because of my post, right? My post that doesn't say enough. But right here, right, you got the Artverse. Okay, Artverse founded by Sebastian from Sandbox and some others, right? You got Amelia Thomas, whatever her name is. She was actually brought in as an advisor, consultant for Over the Reality at the very beginning. And I don't. But yeah, so she's been there for a little while, and so now they're doing this thing here. Okay, so that's kind of exciting. She writes for the Cryptonomist. She's one of the founders over in Europe or somewhere over there, I believe. So they're all going to be a part of whatever this is, right? Very excited. I believe there's supposed to be some Bored Ape Yacht Club AI people running around, right? And Metagate's going to be doing some really cool stuff. I'm actually very excited about Metagate being at NFT Paris and a part of the Artverse. I think it's bullish for Over the Reality and anyone holding any of those things. Hopefully, I'm hopeful that it encourages the eyes on the land sales, and we can start focusing on the platform again and building on the platform and using the platform and doing things where the platform's usable. I'm really looking forward to that side about it. As much as I love the token going up and down and being a tradable asset, I like using the tools and having those go up and down, right? So I'm very excited about this, hoping that they bring a lot more eyes and that people start coming in. They're like, oh, I have to buy this now. I have to buy this now. And they need all these lands and stuff. And so that's what we're hoping for, that's what myself and a few other people are hoping for, is that this ball sack of a base, because that's what I just realized this looks like. It looks like a ball sack. I don't know, like there's one ball, there's two balls. I don't know. Maybe Digital Film should join me live one day and we'll go over how the apes all look like dicks. But that's beyond the point. They're all trash. But they wanted to be trashed. That's why they built their own metaverse platform thing, right? So that they could have their, what do they call that? They called it it's the swamp, right? I mean, they created it specifically so people could go draw dicks on walls and bathrooms because they wanted that spot in the metaverse. That's the apes. So aping with the apes at the non innovation artverse NFT Paris that's coming up. It's a whole week of events, right? Virtual Worlds called there's attending, find inspiration connection. So it's a whole week of events. There's multiple days. It's not all Metagate. It's not all over. There are multiple different speaker panels and things like that happening at Artverse, which is a real location out there. So you can go over there every day. If you're at NFT Paris, you're like, man, where should I go? What should I do? This is one area, one spot that if you're interested in the metaverse, virtual world, NFTs, all those things, definitely a spot to check out. All right. So go over there, do that thing while you're there in town. NFT Paris, going to be a blast. We're going to move over here to Spatial. And right now I'm currently on Wonderland, but I'm actually going to go AI Alley. Let's see if I can find this. And I might have done that wrong because I didn't put the space between it. So I wonder if it won't pull it up. But we're going to look at AI Alley while we're here. Oh, yeah, the love of AI.com, right? As we're talking about France, right? The love of AI.com. Go check it out. Let me get over there real quick. Love of AI.com. I'm going to share this tab instead. The love of AI.com is the upcoming love. It's the webinar. This is the webinar that you should want to attend, right? You should attend. It is February 14th. It'll be in the morning on the USA side of things, right? Where you'll be able to hear from speakers like Claude Bernard, Vanessa Pages, Metaverse Page, and Lester Paints the World, the founder, the creator, the brain of excuse me, where did he go? The brain of the get out of here, get out of there. Present, share screen. He is the founder, the creator of the Universal Basic Compute, UBC. So very excited to hear from Lester as well. Lester Paints, Museum Page, Claude Bernard, Vanessa Pages. Museum Page actually created and is the founder of the Horizon Museum, which is it's the Horizon Museum, Horizon Metaverse Museum. So go check that out. But Love of AI, they'll be talking about your copyrights within AI creations, some of the tools they use inside of their art and the creations, how they made their own AIs, what they've noticed in the development of these things over the past several years, and how to get connected with things like the UBC and tying in and creating agents and doing all these things and operating inside these ecosystems, right? AI music, intro to AI agents, art of AI, copyright strategies. All of these things will be here. It is February 14th. Make sure you pre-register so that you can guarantee yourself a seat inside of the webinar because, well, you're going to want to be there, right? You're going to want to be there. Loveofai.com. It's really just that simple. You can just go there. Loveofai.com. Let me get back here to Spatial where the alley was. Let me go to AI Alley. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. That's the place to speak and meet. That's the AI agents. Let me go. Oops. AI Alley here. All right. So as we get into this, or as I try to get into this, hopefully it'll load up and it doesn't bog down too much. Because I do want you to see some of these things. Right, here we go. AI Alley. Oops. That's just wait, no. AI Alley right there. There we go. Okay, cool. Share this tab instead. All right. So as this loads up, if you can see it here, I'm hoping it loads up. We got the AI Alley. We're gonna kind of look at a couple things here. before we get off of the show, if y'all don't mind, real quick, and we're gonna do our best to show you some of the things that and even if we can't get in here right now, that's okay. You can go in there. You can search it up, AI Alley, just like that, and you can go in. It looks like I'm gonna be stuck here for a moment. So we might not look at this together today, right? We might not be able to get in. I don't know. There we go, connecting the servers. Let's see what happens. But within the AI Alley, you'll get to meet some of the AIs that and the agents that are going to be coming about. Learn more. You can even meet Altered Alley inside of there. You can schedule a moment and time to discover more, to learn more if you're interested, right? There's going to be a lot of opportunities to start connecting and developing your own agents as well. Now, what Altered is highly focused on, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, he can come up and he can say, hey, that's a whole lie. Hexadize doesn't know what the he's saying, right? But if I remember right, it's going beyond the LLM, just the language model, and these agents, much like in the reason that they're connecting with the UBC is because of like what you saw with the UBC, where their agents are already working together beyond just being able to say, hey, you know, what are you about? These agents are now able to draw and to grow and to complete tasks. And you say, man, I really want my agent to make all the other agents go to sleep. And for some reason, somehow you could create that and make it happen because now they can communicate and talk to each other interconnectedly. And it's beautiful, right? It's just so beautiful. It looks like what's not beautiful is my computer downtime. So this is high memory usage. That's what it tells me. It's high memory use right now, right there. So we're gonna get out of that, and we're gonna move over to the Uomi network real quick. Just let me see if I can share this screen, because we'll go one time right here before we get out of here. You can stake your OVR tokens for Uomi tokens at the current stage. So if you're interested in how do I get connected, how do I tap in, what do I do here? Okay, well that's it. All right, you can go and stake your OVR tokens for Uomi tokens. You can also come over here where it says testnet, and you can interact with the AI agent. All right, there's one on Twitter. There's also this little chat bot here, again, an LLM that you're, although it's not wanting to load either. So maybe not. All right, so we won't do that today. We won't do any of those things today, but you can go in there. You can chat with all of those things that you so desire to, right? You don't have to wait for anybody or do anything like that. You can just go and do those things your own self, right? So tap in with Uomi, tap in with the Universal Basic Compute, okay? And stay up to date on what we're doing with NFT Paris, ETH Denver, and South by Southwest. Now, at all of those locations, again, if you want something on display in augmented reality, reach out. It's not free, okay? It's not free. Those days are over, right? Now you're part. It's the same as buying the booth at the convention, right? It will be cheaper because if you wanted a booth at South by Southwest, the starting price I think is between $10,000 and $30,000. So you can have a street corner that's looking at the convention center that everyone at the convention center is going to walk past for less than $30,000, or you can go over there and you can do it your own self for about $30,000, or you can tap in with us. It's up to you. But we are putting all of those things together. The last 5 years have been beautiful to us. The city of Austin and the people of Austin I've loved everything that's going on. They want to help support what's going on, which is why we have access to be able to do these things. It's not free to get these venues. We're still coming out of pocket for all this stuff. Okay. So you can be a part of all of that and tap in and have your name on the side of these things. You want your name on it over the reality, kind of like it's on that little brand of a folder out there in Paris. You want South by, where we're going to have like millions of people walking past, then by all means tap in. You want it Sandbox, you want it everybody else, come on. We're going to be here. Let's freaking grow, right? And let's have some fun this year, 2025. Everybody that one big on those, let's go, let's grow. So this is what it's going to be. This is where we are at. I'm going to be out there the full week of South by, just like normal, and it's going to be a blast. I'm really looking forward to it this year. The multiple locations that have been offered to us to be able to use has just been overwhelming, to a certain extent, and I'm here for it. Right, the city of Dallas and a lot of those venues have started opening up their doors to us, saying, "Hey, we want you to come and do events here as well." So it's getting more and more exciting as the year progresses. But definitely tap in with us at South by Southwest East Denver. We're going to be doing some other things out there as well. There will be augmented reality stuff set up. So again, if you want to be a part of that, reach out. The house that Third Planet Studios has, they're wanting to redecorate it and redo everything with augmented reality, scan it, build for it, develop for it, play with it, do all of those things. That's what that house is for. It's a playhouse. So if you're into that kind of thing, they will be, I believe, having some like tech days go on where people can come over, play with toys, do all those things. I mean, it's East Denver. It's like a little hackathon whole thing, right? I think that's what it's about. So go out there, party with the devs, have a good time, then come down to South by. Still some devs, but this time it's a whole lot different. It's a whole lot different. If you may have been to conferences before. This is not a conference. You've been to music festivals before. This is not a music festival. This is none of those things. This is not. There's no. I've never been to anything else that describes what you're going to feel at South by. And if you're there the whole week, just to get you ready for it, if you're going to be there the whole week, it's going to kick off and you're like, wow, there's so many people here. And you're like, yeah, there's like 1 million people here or so. And that's cool. Monday, Tuesday, the tech stuff, the education stuff, there's people that come in town and it's fun. You get some toys, you get to see like usually Amazon or, because they'll do something with like their books and stuff like that and have like a big Ferris wheel or something like that one day set up. Last year, Netflix took over this whole corner. And at night, they filled the corner with fog from fog machines, and then they threw projectors inside the thing. And so the whole movie played inside of the fog outside, right? So you get like this full like 3D type aspect going on inside some fog stuff people never really seen before, You get like King Kong just in the fog, Godzilla coming out, so people kind of go all out. And it's like a 5-minute presentation. That's it. They take over that whole corner for that 5 minutes, and that's it. Nothing else happens on that corner the whole freaking week, right? Because they owned that corner, and they want to make sure that the only activation in that corner is theirs. So people are coming in spending stupid. You think people spend money on Super Bowl commercials? You haven't seen the type of money they throw into South by Southwest marketing. So it's a lot of fun. You really don't know what you're going to see. All the movies, all the music, everything is about to happen for the rest of the year. CES kind of launches some of the things. South by launches all the entertainment things. That's just what that is. CES, you get all the fun stuff, right? The tech, the toys, the stuff you're going to buy off the shelves. South by, you get all the stuff you're going to buy, like to play with. Like it's a whole different thing. So hope to see everybody else out there. It should be a very, very, very good time. I'm a little sorry that I didn't get to show you everything I wanted to show you today. I really wanted to go over more of some of the AI stuff and really show you like the AI alley, really get deeper into the UBC and the UOMI side of things. Didn't get to do that today. That's okay. We will get there. This Saturday on the Super Satar Day spot, we are going to look at the Over the Reality platform. I don't know exactly when it's going to be updated, but we're going to go ahead and get into it because we are getting so close to these events. And I want everybody to have the opportunity to publish and develop and know what's going on, right? So we've already gone over Spheroid Universe a little bit. We went over Illust a little bit. Now we're going to look at Over the Reality a little bit coming up this Saturday. So you can drag and drop your stuff out there in case you don't want to join us. You want to do it your own self. You want to go buy your own spot. You want to do your own thing. By all means, that's the beauty of this time that we live in, right? Is we get to do just that. Is we do get to choose what we do, where we do it, and who we do it with, right? So that all said, this has been an amazing Winning Wednesday. Thank you all for joining us. Okay, we've had a fantastic stinking day. We're looking forward to the rest of the week. Get out, dive deep into the AIs. Dive deep into the AIs. The next 6 months are going to be different for everybody. I was talking to someone yesterday. If you're building a business, you're building your brand, you're doing whatever it is, and you're like, I don't know where to get started in my AI journey, right? A good place. My best recommendation is take your Excel spreadsheets and start putting them into folders and organizing them. So if you've already got your splits, you've already got your revenues, you've already got your items of whatever it is, right? Start getting your Excel spreadsheets ready, so that when in the next 6 months you are more prepared and the world is a little bit more prepared. Maybe some of these platforms are a little bit easier for people to drag and drop their stuff onto. You're already prepared. You're already prepared by having your spreadsheets now and getting just getting. It doesn't matter you don't have an agent yet. It doesn't matter you don't know anything about AI, but you know your business, you know your vision, you know your dreams, right? So start putting those things together so that when that moment comes that you can put that information into something, okay, you already have it available. It's like doing your taxes, right? You know the taxes are going to be coming around the corner. You know what paperwork you're going to need. You know what you're going to need to report in and what information. It's the same thing. Same type of concept. You know it's around the corner. You know your business, your brand, your model, whatever it is. Start getting that information ready so you can put it into these agents and start creating your stuff, right? In this digital framework, in this spatial layer. So that's all I got to say. Start taking care of yourself. Go touch grass. Get outside. Right now, for me, it's kind of a beautiful day. At least it's a little bit warm. I know I've got my coat on, but it's warmer than it has been. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll probably go out and get some sunshine here in a little bit. It is a winning Wednesday. Don't forget to drink water, take care of yourself, all of those beautiful things. This has been a fabulous winning Wednesday. Join us next week for another winning Wednesday. Tap into Metaverse Radio for all of the wonderful shows that pop up here on Metaverse Radio. But we are wonderful here. This has been an amazing day. Go out, touch grass. We're out of here. Go check the AI stuff. Go look at all that stuff. Go do your own research, right? And start getting into the AI alley, because we might start doing some fun things here in the next 6 months. Okay, there might be some things going on that's it's just gonna be fun. You know, it's gonna be the summer to remember, right? So that's it. We'll get out of here. I'll stop saying goodbye. I've said goodbye like 50 times now. Goodbye, good night, good afternoon, whatever. Get out of here. Y'all leave. Leave. Go. Shoot. Go. Do your work. Shoot. Go work. Why are you watching this show still? Go work. Love you. We're out.